All right, this is your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwath that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, David Maintained His Integrity Against Saul. Now, I got inspired to do this lesson because of 1 Samuel, the 24th chapter and the 13th verse. Pretty much David was, well, I'm going to get ready to read that in a bit as well. But pretty much David maintained his integrity from pretty much slaying Saul, because Saul was in a reach of him, and David was able to slash off a little bit of his skirt or a garment, and Saul didn't know anything about it. But David maintained his integrity, his wisdom, by remembering a proverb. He remembered the proverb, and then he held himself back from doing something that he was going to regret. And that's the same mentality that we need to be in for these last days. We need to remember these scriptures and remember what we have been taught, remember what we've learned, and move forward. Because if we second guess, we hesitate. And this is not the time to be hesitant. This is the time for you to be confident. This is the time for you to be sure. And this is the time for you to be like, this is what I'm going to do in my life. I'm going to follow Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai's commandments. And the greatest one right now, the greatest order that is set in place is to not take the MOB, which is the microchip. That is an order, man. This is not something that you're supposed to second guess. As soon as this thing is full blown and it's mandatory, you're not supposed to be hesitant. You're not supposed to have any second thoughts or any type of fear of, oh man, this is it. Should I take it? Maybe it's not the MOB. Maybe it's just something else, and maybe the Lord will forgive me. No. We've been over this plenty of times, and we know what time we're coming into. Actually, the time that we already in. All right, the squeeze is getting tighter. I'm seeing a lot of people out here who claim to be against this agenda that Esau's pushing and everything like that. And there's a lot of people that's second guessing themselves. And it's a lot of people that's actually folding already. And the squeeze is not even as tight as it can get yet. A lot of people are already giving in to this society because they don't have any faith, man. They don't have any faith, and they don't have a built up spirit. They're not ready. At the end of the day, we got to be ready. We got to remember these scriptures. All right. So let's go straight into it. Let's go to 1 Samuel 24 and 13 so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's start at 11. It says, moreover, my father. This is 1 Samuel 24 and 11. It says, moreover, my father, see the skirt of thy robe in my hand. For in that I cut off the skirt of thy robe and killed thee not. Know thou and see that there is neither evil nor transgression in my hand, and I have not sinned against thee. Yet thou huntest my soul to take it. The Lord's judge between me and thee, and the Lord's avenged me of thee. But mine hand shall not be upon thee. As said the proverb of the ancients, wickedness proceeded from the wicked, but mine hand shall not be upon thee. So David remembered the proverb. He remembered what he was taught and learned. All right. He remembered these things, and it held him back from doing something he was going to regret. He like, look, man, I'm not the one that's in the wrong. And, Saul was out there trying to pretty much kill David over jealousy. Saul seen David, all of the things that was happening to him. And, all of the women were singing for David. Saul killed his thousands while David killed his 10,000s. And David had all of this support behind him. David had the Lord with him. And Saul was pretty much, heated because of that. And he wanted to kill him just for that exact reason. But David was like, got to the point where he was just going to get rid of him because he got tired of running away from him all the time. But he remembered what? He remembered the Lord, man. He remembered the proverb and he stopped. Only thing he did as soon as he cut off the skirt of the robe, he was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. Because he already know if he would have went forward, then he'll be in a transgression. He'll be wrong. All right. So this is the same type of mentality that we need in these last days. Before we do anything that we're going to regret, we need to remember what? These scriptures. Let's get Isaiah 33 and 5. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 5. And it says, the Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So fearing the Lord is a treasure. It's something that you should hold close to you at all times. Hold it like gold, because it is gold. People out here don't fear the Lord. They don't have any type of fear. They're not scared of the Most High at all, man. They claim that they love the Lord. They claim that they love God or whatever the case may be, but they're still doing wickedness. You're supposed to be in a mind state where you're trying not to do wickedness. You're supposed to be building yourself up to the point where you realize that you're not even doing wickedness as much, because we all understand that we're in this flesh. So we're going to, war against the spirit. The flesh is going to war against the spirit. But guess what? The spirit still can overcome, though. You're supposed to get to the point where you just be like, nah, I'm not doing this. Nope, I'm not doing that. Because the more and more you practice this, that's the more and more you're getting yourself ready for what's to come. Because why? You fear the Lord. You fear what he's going to do to you if you make a mistake. And the thing is, it's not even a mistake. It's just the wrong move, period. A mistake you can correct. When you make a mistake, you be like, okay, I can correct it. I can make it better. No. In Jacob's trouble, you cannot make it better, man. You slip up once. You only get one chance with this, man. You slip up once, it's done. It's a wrap. You through. So you got to remember, man, look, Jacob's trouble is here. And in my opinion, of course, Jacob's trouble is going to be something else. It's definitely going to be out of this world. But at the same time, being within Jacob's trouble should uplift you, because you've been anticipating this for a long time. Brothers out here have been prophesying about it, warning the people about it. And you've been preparing yourself for this exact moment. So as soon as it happens, you should instantly just be like, okay, it's game time. Let's go. I already knew this was going to happen. I've been teaching about it. Or if you a woman, I've been listening and learning about it. Now here it is. That should actually build your faith up, because everything that you've been hoping for is happening right before your eyes. Don't let the trouble blind you from the salvation part. We knew the trouble was coming. And we also know that the salvation is coming right after it, man. So don't let the trouble get you to the point where you make the wrong move. All right. Let's get Sirach chapter 10, verse 24. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 24. And it says, great men and judges and potentates shall be honored. Yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord. And this goes hand in hand with the story with David and Saul. Great men and judges and potentates shall be honored. Saul was honored at one point, but the Most High didn't have any pleasure in Saul. One of the reasons why is because Saul went off against the commandments, man. Most High told Saul, look, kill all the Amalekites. Get rid of them, man. Get rid of them. Get rid of their cattle, their fatlings, the people. Get rid of all of them. What did Saul do, though? Saul didn't do that. He spared some of those, the cattle, the fatlings, and he spared some of the people. And the Most High was like, man, it repented me that I made him king. I should have never did that. I should have never made him king. Because why? He's not leading by example. He didn't have the fear of the Lord. He hearkened to the people. And that's what a lot of our people are going to do, man. A lot of our people are going to be persuaded and convinced from their own family members or friends or whatever. They're going to be like, look, if you take this chip, it's not going to kill you. The Most High is not going to be upset because you took the jab. He's not going to be upset with you. Just go ahead, do what you got to do, and keep praying. That's all they're going to say, man. But we have a gift. We have a treasure, something that's hard to find. That's why pirates always be happy when they find them treasure chests. Anybody would. Because when you find a treasure, it's something that's, delightful. You've been searching and searching and searching, and now you finally found something that's going to change your life. You found a whole thing of gold. You rich now. You get to live. It's the same thing with the Most High. We have the gift of fear, man. We fear the Most High, so now we get to the point where we can live because we are doing what we're told by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. He's going to allow us to live if we follow and do what he told us to do. That's a treasure, man, like we just read. So great men and judges and potentates shall be honored, yet is there none of them greater than he that feareth the Lord. Always keep that in the back of your mind, man. All right, let's get Matthew 10 and 26. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 26. And it says, fear them not therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Don't fear what Esau can do to you. Only thing Esau to do to you is get rid of your flesh. He can't get rid of your spirit. Remember that. He can't get rid of your spirit. The Most High gave us the gift to believe, man. He gave us the gift to hear. He gave us the gift to see what's going on. Esau can't kill that, man. The Most High gave that to us as a blessing, as a gift. And we're going to show that right in front of his face when Jacob's trouble begins, man. We're not going to be scared of these times. We're going to be calm and collected, man, moving forward. Doing what we're supposed to do for Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, all the way until Yahushua comes back with the angels. Because that's all we're looking for is salvation. So we're supposed to fear the one that can get rid of everything that we are. The Most High can get rid of your spirit and your flesh, man. That's scary enough to be like, you know what? No, I ain't got time for this, man. I ain't got time to be out here second guessing myself on what Revelation 13 and 16 is talking about. We ain't got time for that, man. The Most High can get rid of you. Period. Literally. So we're not going to fear what Esau can do unto us, man. We're going to keep it moving. As Israelites, we understand our heritage. We understand our culture. We understand who we are. We understand that we got a greater life ahead of us, man. A life where we're going to be rulers. We're going to be on top forever. Okay? Don't ruin your first round ride on a chariot just because you folded, man. You want to die here with your enemies? you want to lay down and shed blood with your enemies, man? No, man. We trying to make it. The only way that we are comfortable with dying is because we died in the truth. All right, that's it. Other than that, we're not trying to be down here feeling that brutal pain like the 2/3 of our people are getting ready to feel. No, man, we trying to keep it moving. All right, let's get one last scripture, then we're gonna close it out. Let's get 1 John. Let's get 1 John 3 and 18. And it says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth, in works and in truth. All right. What is our deed? To believe Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, have faith in these words, these scriptures. And hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him. For if our heart condemn us, the Most High is greater than our heart and knoweth all things. Beloved, if our heart condemneth us not, then have we confidence toward the Most High. So you got to get to the point where if you know you're getting ready to do something wrong and you're not condemning yourself, you're not telling yourself like, hey, man, I'm getting ready to go off. If you're not in that type of mind state, You're not ready for Jacob's trouble. You don't fear the Lord. You don't want the kingdom. Every time you get into a situation and you feel like you're going off or you're about to go off, your mindset instantly start working, man. Instantly start working to the point where you be like, nope, let me stop, man. Let me stop. Let me pray. Let me fast. Let me do what I'm supposed to do so Yahweh Bashem Yahushua can forgive me. If you in the point where you just like, well, we under grace, it's cool. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. You ain't gonna make it, man. You ain't gonna make it. You abusing the Most High's gift, man. He gave us grace for one reason, man. Because he already knew we was gonna be in this flesh. We was gonna be living in this captivity where we weren't gonna be able to follow the commandments, statutes, and laws to our best abilities, man. So you can't have that in the back of your mind, like, well, I'm under grace, so let me just go ahead and sin on purpose. No, man. Build yourself up. Get to the point where you realize in your everyday life that you are trying your best. Because that's what the Most High is looking for. He knows that we're not perfect, but he's looking for the ones that are going to try. Because the more that you try, the more that you practice, the more that you rehearse, that's the more prepared you're going to be for the show, man. Okay? And that's getting ready to come. Verse 22, and it says, and whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. Not taking the MOB is pleasing in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai's sight. Salakia. All right. Because he's seeing that you're putting your faith in him, in them, I should say. And they're just like, okay, he's not putting his whole trust in Esau. He's actually believing me. And I ain't even been here. I just been here with them in the spirit, but they haven't seen me before, but they believe me though. You got to get to that point, man. Verse 23, and it says that this is his commandment, that we should believe on the name of his son Yahushua Hamashiach and love one another as he gave us commandment. And he that keepeth his commandments dwelleth in him, and he in him. And hereby we know that he abideth in us by the spirit which he hath given us. So the Most High gave us his righteous spirit, man. So we supposed to appreciate it. We supposed to appreciate it and use it wisely, man. He gave us the spirit to believe and see what's going on and to have the faith. All right. All of us have literally changed our lives for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. As far as everyone that's, watching these videos, looking at the brothers doing the work and everything like that. All of us have literally changed our lives because we fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and we know that he's going to give us something greater than what we're living right now, man. All of us came to the point where we just like, man, we're going to be patient, man, because we realize we're about to receive the kingdom, the most glorious place to ever exist. To ever exist, man. You go to the richest neighborhoods or islands or whatever in this current world, and it's not going to look anything not nearly as beautiful as what we're about to inherit, man. Not nearly. They be thinking that they be having these baller ass islands, they got the, the nice trees, they got the fruits that we're not able to eat. Like I seen this one post the other day, certain places got like blue bananas and they said it tastes like vanilla ice cream and everything like that. They got all these exotic fruits and other type of foods or whatever, other fish that we can eat, but they don't give it to us. They don't sell it to us. They just give us the same old thing every day. They got all these beautiful and great things, man, but it's not nothing compared to what we're about to have, man. So just remember that, man. Salvation is right after this trouble. So maintain your integrity. Remember these scriptures like David did. David held himself back. David was like, nope, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to remember this proverb and I'm going to handle things according to the spirit. So we got to be the same way. All right. We got to be the same way. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Rachaa I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.